Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about how you can get free sample tests for the selective school tests and the opportunity classes. Now, you probably know that the government provide you with the free trials. These are actually the sample paper and the past year papers for 2021 and 2022. So they provide you 3 papers for OC and 3 papers for a selective school year trials. But before you get the kids to rush into doing any of these, you have to be careful. Now, the thing I want to tell you is that the timing is very important. If you get the timing wrong, you will waste all of these papers. Now, they design the system to be the same for the OC classes and a selective school. So I'm going to talk about a selective school, but it is the same for the OC classes. Now, the selective sample and past papers, they are not exercise. You should never use any of the tests as an exercise. You will waste it. You see what I mean? These are very important, very high value kind of samples, and you should not use them as an exercise. You will waste them. So all the preparation should be done on something else, whether you do the preparation, at the tutoring shop, so you buy, material for that. That's fine. Do not use the government samples and past papers as exercises. Don't do that. Now, that means students should do these samples and past paper around 6 weeks before the exam day. So when you talk about 3 samples, if you do each of them 2 weeks apart, then you have 3 of them. So over 6 weeks, your kids should do these 3. The next issue is about the writing. Now, you would ask a question, how do you get the writing task marked? Because you don't get any marking for that. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about how you are going to do that. But first, we are going to get to the sample. Okay, now if you go down and you will see New South Wales Education, you see Selective High School Practice Test. So click on that. And so here you have all the links, and it explains about the format, like how many questions, how much time, and all that kind of thing. And they give you a link here called Practice Test. If you click on that, it will take you straight there. Now, in the past, they give you the PDF, your copies of the test. But it's now best that you do the computer-based test online. Okay, so here you see, go to the online-based practice test. Now down here you also have the PDF. Now you can download them. So you got a sample 1, which is the real sample. Now the sample 2 is actually the past paper for 2021. And the sample 3 is the past paper for 2022. Okay, so Those are the 3 samples. Okay, so you go to the online computer-based test. You click on that. And this is what you see. You see reading, math, thinking skill, and writing. Now, so it's pretty simple. They should be done in order. Now, one very important thing I recommend is that the 4 tests should be done within 3 hours because you want to simulate the real exam. Now, if you get your child to do 1 test and have a rest for an hour or 2 or a day or 2, then do the second test, you do not get the real result because the kid get tired when they do the test. So the thing is, you have to put the kid under the pressure, doing 3 tests in a row and writing too. And so you have to do all 4 in about 3 hours. So I recommend that you get your child to do the reading, have a break about 5 minutes, and do the math, and then have a break about 20 minutes, and then go on and do the thinking skill, and then have a break about 5 minutes, and then do the writing. Now, okay, so let's say that you want to do the reading. You click on that, and then you go to the practice test 1, and just do standard, and then just click next. And are you example student? Say yes, and then you go on, and there you are. So you are ready. So click on next. Are you sure you have finished reading instructions? Say yes. Sample 1 test. Now you get your reading, and then you get to answer the question, and you can click next, and you can go backwards as well. Now, so what they give to you is the user interface similar to what you will see in a real test. So that's what it is. And here you have the timer right here, and you are supposed to spend 40 minutes for the reading. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, now let's get back. So the idea is you will do the practice test number 1 for English, and then you have to go back out, and then you go to math, and you do the practice test 1 for math, and then you go back out, then you do the practice test for thinking skill, your practice test 1, and then you do the writing, number 1. So you have to do the whole set in about 3 hours. Again, the recommendation is that you do this very close to the date of the exam. So about 6 weeks, you do 1 set every 2 weeks. For the writing, you go into writing, get the practice test, and go to the standard test, go to next, say yes, and next. There you are. So here you have the prompt, and then here is the area for writing. So now my recommendation is that the student spend about 3 minutes to do the planning. Now you have 30 minutes altogether, so 3 minutes for the planning, and then the rest of the time is for writing. My recommendation is to write about 350 words up to about 450 words, no more than that. All right, so that's pretty simple. Now, how do you get the marking done? Now, the marking is supposed to be done by human. So, I mean, you can hire somebody to do the marking, but I wouldn't trust it. This way, the chances are tutors don't really know how to do the marking. The marking should be done by a professional. Now, there have been some people getting the AI to do the marking. And the thing is, it depends on the person who know how to train the AI to do the marking. Okay? The problem is a lot of the stuff out there are really, really bad. But what I provide you for free, and all my students use the same system. I train the AI to do the marking in a proper way, and so it has been proven. When students get a score around 85 to 90% using AI that I train, that score is likely to take the student to the top 1%, in New South Wales. So any score around 80% or higher would be among the top 10%. Okay, and I will show you how to get the marking done. All right, now let's get back out. And here you have copy in PDF. Now here are the paper samples. They are very good. So you have the question, you have the answers, and then you have the explanation of the answers as well. So this is awesome. So you have sample 1, you have sample 2, which is a 2021 past papers. And the great thing is that now they actually provide you with the explanation of the sample. All right, so all that. And then you have the writing prompt for, sample 1 and sample 2 and sample 3 and all that. So that's pretty good. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do is to show you how to access the marking by AI on my website. Now, when you go to my website, I actually have the free writing feedback right here. If you click on that, you will get access to the marking form. Now, you don't need to have an account on my system at all, and you can get it done. Well, obviously, I would recommend that you register for a free account. Okay, so you can go back and you can go home and you can register for a free account in the public group. So the benefit is that you have access to a lot of different things, and you will be able to save the marking as well. Now you can join my Selective, your preparation group. You can join my OC group and all that. Okay, now but let's have a look at the free writing feedback. Okay, now what I have is a piece of writing that one of my students did. So first you click on Cambridge prompt, and then here I paste the writing work that one of the students did. Okay, then I'll just click on get feedback. Now the AI will take some time to do it. Now the thing I have to send all the way to the USA, go to their giant computer system for the marking. It does take a lot of time, see? And here we are. We have here the mark 88%, 88 out of 100. Now here what you have here is a feedback on the various things. Okay, so now you have the feedback for your writing. You have the mark 88%. You have the improved version, and here you have your original work, show high text. So click on that. So here you have your original text. So you can refer to the text and you read the feedback, and then you try to make sense of the feedback, how it applies to your writing. See? Yeah. And then you can look at the improved version. So yeah, so you have everything. Now, you notice how long it takes for the AI to do the marking. Imagine that the work gets sent into the cloud, these like massive big system, and it took that long to do it. So the AI has been trained to do proper marking, and it looks at a lot of different things. Now I find that even a human marker, you have to have a very experienced human marker to be able to beat this system. And yes, it is free for you. I have trained the AI and provide you with access to this entire system. And it's all free. Okay, so yeah, guys, this is how you can get the marking done for free. Alright, so in short, guys, I just want to recap everything about this. The free selective school sample papers offered by the government, they are really awesome. But you should not get your kid to do it like exercises. No, wait until 6 weeks before the real exam date, then do them. Each of the sets should be done as a single exam within 3 hours. If you do the thing online, the marking will be done for you, but the writing will not be marked. And that is the point. You copy the writing and you go to my website, you go to the free writing feedback and you submit it. Then my system will get the AI to do the marking for you, and the AI have been trained properly to do the marking. Now, the general idea is that when my system provide the marking and give you a score around 80% or a bit better, the work should be among the top 10%. If you get around 90%, the work should be around the top 1 or 2%. Alright, so this is how you get free selective school trials from the government. And the same thing works for opportunity class. It's just that for opportunity class in year 4, you don't have your writing. So guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you will be able to make use of this and get the high quality trials and get the free writing marking from my website.